His cam like he did the other 55 minutes after I was arrested and in handcuffs. Do you think that these cops are trained on when to use their equipment and when not to? Because I know this guy had to be trained to how to do all this stuff because he's obviously too stupid to figure it out on his own. Now, I mentioned before how it's always these young, overzealous rookie cops who write up the most sensational arrest reports. And a few more examples of that. There's a whole bunch that I could show you, but for the sake of time, we'll just review a couple more here. Now, in his report, right after I got back in his car, he states, when Mr. Corbin sat in my vehicle, I noticed him to be breathing heavy, as if he had just run a great distance. I had just walked up a steep hill from down in a ditch where he had me standing, and he did mention that in his arrest report. But watch my breathing closely here and tell me, now, do I look like a guy in his 50s with bad knees who just walked up a steep hill, or do I look like somebody who had just run a great distance, as he claims?
That's when I said you under arrest for possession of marijuana?
Yeah. I'm not lawful. I mean, I purchased it legally.
No, we're in Texas.
Right, I didn't have it open an hour. I
It's done. Marijuana is illegal in Texas.
I'm going to take it out of here.
Where you buy it, where you gotta have it. Period. You transport it. No matter if you bought it legal or not.
Being as just as honest as I can be with you.
Well, you weren't honest. You lied to me about how much marijuana was in the car.
You asked me if I had anything illegal. I wasn't considering that illegal.
Yeah, so marijuana's illegal.
If I had any marijuana was the one question he didn't ask. Now, shortly after that, he reported, Corbin fell asleep in my vehicle. Here's what he calls falling asleep. Watch closely here. Watch my eyes. And you see, he blinked a time or two. So a truthful report would have been, he fell asleep with his eyes open and for all but a few seconds, if that makes any sense.
So how much in total was in your car?
I purchased the quarter each before I left. Delving into that. Yeah. So we less than that. Maybe 3/8.
What year's your car? 2012?
They just heard our disagreement there over the amount of marijuana that I was carrying. I said something about a quarter of an ounce, and that was my mistake. I was wrong there. I meant to say that I left California with a half an ounce. Would have been accurate. See, when I was in California, I used to make my purchases. I'd buy an eighth of an ounce at a time, and I knew that I made two purchases before I left. So I was thinking quarter ounce, but I realized later on that those two purchases I made were for quarter ounces each. So I left California with a half ounce. I'd been on the road for about 10 days by this time. I just spent a week in New Mexico, so 3/8 of an ounce was more of a proper estimation. I mean, I did mention that there. Maybe 3/8. But now notice at the end of this dialogue here what he says. So he said he was going to weigh it, but guess what? He didn't.
You had a good day today at school? Pick your knees up when you run.
Instead, just like the rest of the sensational arrest report, he gave a visual estimation of 2 to 4 ounces. 3/8 of an ounce looked to Kid Rodriguez like 2 to 4 ounces. That's what he charged me with, which I'm sure got him some great accolades from his boss when he got back to the station. So you see here, the tow truck has arrived to steal my car. The first time I got busted for possession was way back in the pre-legal days in California, back in the early 90s. And the cop wrote me up a citation and let me go. Now that was more than 20 years before this. So it was a real surprise to learn that there are still states so primitive in law that they would kidnap you and hold you for ransom and lock you up behind bars over a victimless crime. They towed my car to a wrecking yard about 10 miles away and they held it for a little over 24 hours. And then they charged me about $420 to reclaim it. And besides that amount being excessive, I find it kind of ironic that for a marijuana arrest, they charged me $420 to give me back my car. So do you think that these cops get kickbacks from the towing companies that they use and call on? Well, after this happened, when I was talked to a former Texas cop who said that he used to get kickbacks all the time from the tow companies that he called on. It's like it was a known fact, like he didn't even try to hide it. So let me ask this. What is the job of the DEA? And what is the job of the ATF? Do any of these agencies patrol the highways and pull over speeding motorists and ticket them for it? No. So why does the Highway Patrol do their jobs for them? And how is that meeting their objective? How is searching for vehicles for unlawful materials meeting the Highway Patrol job objective of keeping the highway safe? So if this cop pulled me over for being late using my turn signal, do you wonder if he ever pulls anybody over for talking on their cell phone while they're driving? Let's see what a great example this Highway Patrol officer sets on safe driving. We're going to do a little count here on how many times he uses his cell phone. Now notice here, we've been pulled over for quite a while. As soon as we get back on the highway, what's the first thing he does? So after this third call, I finally called him on it. So his excuse is it's only a city ordinance, so it only applies in the city. All right, so let's keep that in mind as we proceed. You'd think that he would at least have Bluetooth so he can drive with both hands. So he talked on his cell phone on 8 separate occasions within a 21-minute time period. That's an average of 1 call every 2.5 minutes. And 3 times while violating what he calls his city ordinance. I felt this cop was rubbing it in my face, like, I'm above the law because I wear a badge, so I can do what you can't. Now that's not all. Let's take a look at some of his other violations while he's driving. Here you see that just seconds after he got off the phone, what does he do? He opens up his laptop and plays on that for a while as he's driving. Now later he plays on it some more. Now watch this. He's going to cross over the solid white line on the right here. It's coming off. He's talking on his cell phone. Now you see he's going to drive over another solid white line. Now there's a stop sign up here. Okay, let's see if he comes to a complete stop as every good citizen is required to do. And nope, he runs through a stop sign. If any cop ever saw any citizen doing that, you know they'd get pulled over and ticketed for it. So he blows through a stop sign while he's talking on the cell phone, and as I'm thinking about it, I don't hear his turn signal going. I've done a sound check in my car. Anytime I'm recording in my car and I turn on my turn signal, you can hear it. So that's at least 3 violations that he's committing simultaneously. I find it quite absurd that a man whose job objective is to keep the highway safe and so blatantly drives